and welcome to another video. So today is a very special video because not only is it Christmas, but it's also a collaboration. This year I am very lucky to be working with artists such as Enchantarian, H. Ali Crafts, Oscar Magic Doll, and Time at Creations. I'm so happy to be working with these artists, and I hope that you will have a very nice Christmas. Anyways, without further ado, let's get on with the video. For our base, we will be using this Claudine doll. To start off, let's get rid of all this hair. Carefully take a pair of sharp scissors and snip away the hair as close to the scalp as you can. Then take a pair of needle nose pliers and scrape all of the hair from the inside of the head. This bit can clog up your pliers quite a bit, so make sure to wash them afterwards. Let's get rid of all of these gunky bits. Wrap them up and tuck them in the bin. Now we can remove the face paint using some acetone. Dip tissue in acetone and press it to the doll's face. Now, since this doll had glittery eyeshadow, it was very difficult to remove. Now that we're done with that, we can get to making the antlers. To do this, take some wire and thread it through her head and through the neck hole, and wrap the wire together at the bottom so that it doesn't slip back through her head. To do this, wrap them together or tie a knot, or both if you want it to be super duper secure. Make sure to have a lot of wire because when you wrap it up, it gets a lot smaller. Anyways, let's go on to sculpting using some epoxy sculpt. Take parts A and B and mix them both equally. Then you can start adding to the armature wire. Make sure to wrap around it, then you cover all of the wire up so none of it will be visible and it will look nice and pretty. Unfortunately, I forgot to do this in some places, so it looks a bit patchy. Now that that's done, we can leave her to dry. Now we can get rid of this dress and start getting onto the outfit. For the dress, we're going to be using some red fabric, some bells which are very fucking loud and I wish I had not used them because it's very loud whenever she moves, and some assorted ribbons and pretty bits. For the dress, I used an altered pattern from a friend. Now to add all the details and pretty bits. Down the middle of the dress, I added a small stretch of green and then some black gems for the buttons. I added a small belt of green around the middle, some green cuffs to the dress, and a small little bit of red to cover up the seam line. It looks kind of like where the skirt's gathered, frankly. Now onto the shoes. I thought these were really pretty and would work perfectly. So I went in and painted them a Christmassy green. Completely coat your shoes in 1 to 2 layers, dependent on how thick you want the colour to be. Now to add more details using, you guessed it, more glitter and buttons, and the bells this time. I put 1 bell on the tip of each shoe and studded it with a bunch of gemstones. These are probably some of my favourite shoes that I've made so far. Now that they're on her feet, they look even better. Now back onto the head. We can go and paint the antlers. Take some brown paint and paint it all over the horns. Try to get some nice even coats. You can mix your own brown, but I already had some pre-mixed. That's all done nicely. Now we can give her coat a face of Mr. Super Clear. On to blushing then. Take some pastels of your choice and go in shading the eyelids, the eyebrows, the lips and cheeks. Now that we've finished with blushing, we can go in with some pencils. Lightly sketch out the design for your eyes and just go from there, filling in the whites of the eyes and the main bit of the eyes as well. face up so we can go on to the hair. I wanted to give her green hair, so I painted her head green as a guideline of where to paint, also to make the hair look a lot thicker. Unfortunately, I got some paint in her ear, so I had to keep on scratching that out. Now that that's all done, we can go in with some green hair. Brush out your hair first to get rid of any knots or clunky bits. Then take your rerouting tools. Stab one into her head and use the other to pick up a small piece of hair. Loop it over your finger and scoop it up. Then, take out your pin and stab it into her head. Ah, oops. Let's try again, shall we? There we go, much better this time. I then did all of her hair. I only did half of the head because I wanted to do something special with the other half, which is more rhinestones! Yay! I took different sizes of rhinestones and glued them in her head to try and give it a nice pattern, all the different greens with 1 or 2 reds occasionally. That process, which took way too long, it looks very beautiful and pretty. Now we can go on to adding even more bells. Yay! Position them of where you want to be and using some red thread, tie them onto the horns. Once you've threaded it through the bell, carefully loop it around the horn and tie it in a knot. This was super fiddly, and honestly, I regret adding all these bells. It may only be 6, 7, 8, but genuinely, it is so fucking loud whenever you move it up. Anyways, that's done, so now we can reattach our head to the body and it's finished. Anyways, I'm really happy with how this doll turned out. She looks so cutesy and innocent. Anyways, make sure to go and check out everybody's channels and the other videos. And I hope you enjoyed and have a nice Christmas. And I'll see you all next year. Bye!